Oops, sorry about that, we ran out of time there. But as I was saying, the spells like Fireball, Lightning Bolt, you'll want to cast them very often on mages, because for mages, those are the leveling spells. Spells that, yes, they go up in mana cost and gem cost, I believe, as you grow in experience levels, but you also increase in damage with them. Very, very handy with that. One thing you notice is that, yes, we are of a higher level, but the monsters are still getting in more turns than us usually. It's because I haven't been doing any attributes. I believe 30 is the maximum attribute for everything, you know, perception, or not perception. I'm thinking of the special system for Fallout here. No, this is a different one. But statistics like endurance, might, perception, or personality, and intelligence, those are all very important ones, and you're going to want to boost them up. And I'll show you how to do that in future installments. Right now, what I'm interested in is finding the exile for Kilburn. And in case you haven't been able to tell, Power Cure is also a leveling spell. And it's a good one, but it's going to get outdated soon here within about 2 levels. Why? Well, see, Power Cure works in every level that you have. It gives you another spell, or it gives you 1d10 healing. But it also costs 1 more spell power. Now... Oops. I didn't want to make food. Go away. Tons of encounters. But anyways, whenever your cleric gets to magic level 7, she gets a little handy ability that you might realize from other Might and Magics if you played the later series, called Divine Intervention. And unlike in the later series, Divine Intervention here has no negative consequences. It's just 5 spell power, 7 gems. It's a little pricey on the gems, admittedly, but there's no special cost behind it. And later on they realized that this was a problem, because they usually attached a aging effect onto the spell. It would age your character 10 years. But since this is Might and Magic 1, we can just cast Divine Intervention with impunity. And what it does is it cures us of all status effects except Eradicated, which is nice whenever your party is on the ropes. You know, bring them back to full health and everything like that. But usually your cleric's the first one to go, naturally. However, what's more important is that it brings everybody back to full health. Now, a Power Cure at that level would cost you about 13-14 spell points. Very cost-intensive. But however, now, the Power Cure wouldn't cost as much gem-wise, I believe. I'm not sure if that's a leveling thing either, but I'll find out whenever we get there. Regardless, Divine Intervention, good spell. Abuse it as much as you can inside this game. You'll need to as well, because your characters, whenever they're getting up to level 13 and the like, they're going to have upwards of 150, maybe 200 health points, depending on how lucky you've been with the rolls, and how high your endurance is. If you can, try to find the Prism of Endurance early on, because it boosts your HP that you get per level. But honestly, I don't think there is a level cap inside this game until you get to like level 100 or something. So don't worry about it. Go out there, explore, have fun. Don't worry about doing something that's going to shoot you in the foot later on. It's almost impossible to do that. Besides, you don't want to break the game too early on. Acid Rain. And as well, the thing that you might be realizing if you've been playing with your own party is that you usually have a lot of good items, but they're spread out over 6 people. And you're like, man, I wish I had that Sorcerer's Rope for my other mage, or I wish I had that thing of personality for my other cleric, or I wish I had that longsword +3 for my other warrior, my other knight, pardon me. Now, they have an ability called Duplicate Item whenever you reach mage level, I believe it is 7 with the spellcasters. And if you want duplicate items, you can just simply go out, cast that spell, and hey, you've got now another longsword +3 for your other fighter. I use those terms colloquially: knight, fighter, warrior. You get the idea. Non-spellcasters in heavy armor that deal tons of melee damage. And Lord Kilburn is not here. Alright, I guess he's in the southern section then. That little area, patch of mountains to our south. So, if you're looking for Lord Kilburn, this is not the mountain you were looking for. Oh, we're headed east, not south. Oh, don't you tell me that it's too dense. That's passable. This game wants to be tricky on us. We'll just have to be tricky back. Annoying thing is, I wish they included a little bit of, like, earthboundness to this, because you see in Might and Magic 2, if you come across a weak fight like this, all you normally just need to do is just hold down the A button and just go attack, 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 and your guys will just chop them up like so much, I don't know, food processor, I guess. But here, since this is the NES and it has a little bit more limited capability with it, you just have to cast and, you know, watch the spells take effect. It's still rather fast, it's just not as fast as I would like. Fireball, you Harpy. And we'll cast a little lightning bolts because I hate casting stuff on stuff that's this weak, but what can you do? We've got spell power to go around. The nice thing is too that your spell power for spells, granted, does go up exponentially, but you gain more spell power per level than you do, or than the cost goes up per level. So no worries about that. Uh-oh, our backpacks might be full. Not yet, but they're getting there. The nice thing is, too, you don't have to worry about them, or about the game going like, oh, your backpacks are full, so you just lost out in a whole bundle of treasure. It'll take all the gold, it'll take all the gems out, but it won't shaft you in that wrong area. Huh. Oh, Lord Kilburn, you crazy coot. Where are you hiding? But yeah, if you get all filled up on items, don't worry, your chest will still be there as long as you stay on the same square. They'll take all the gold out, they'll take all the gems out, and it'll give you a message if your backpacks are full. It's not like Might and Magic 3 will say, okay, your backpacks are full, but the entire treasure chest is absolutely gone. You can't get it again. Tough nuggies. No, it won't do that to you. The game likes you a bit better than that. It's still good to get into a habit of clearing out your inventory space, though, because later games inside the series aren't so fortunate with that. I'm not sure how Might and Magic, with its Zine series are, but I can't remember opening chests and being like, your backpacks are full, so you just get shafted. This is running a little long, so I might have to off-screen this until I can find Lord Kilburn's section. I don't like off-screening it, though, because, well, you kind of lose your way in how to get to an area. I can be like, yeah, head through this chain of mountains, and you get lost, because